Luigi, look! It's from Bowser! I've taken over the Mushroom Kingdom. Dear Pesky Plumbers.
What is going on, everyone? Septic here, and welcome back to another episode of the Pesky Plumbers Podcast. I do these so infrequently, I just forget the episodes. But we're here with a new episode, focusing on these topics here. We're going to be talking about three big things here, then three other small things. We're going to get those out of the way. Let's get the small topics, mentioned there by title. Reynatis is having a crossover with NEO The World Ends With You. Marvel's Overwatch, aka Marvel's Rivals, and we're going to talk a little bit about Homelander Mortal Kombat 1. But before we talk about that, we got to talk about these beautiful people that are here. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves in order of here in VC?
Hi.
Beautiful intro.
10 out of 10.
That is absolutely 10 out of 10.
It got the point across.
Anyways, I'm SabdierZ of UT.com. That's my full legal name.
Understandable.
And as for me, I am Crouton, the Crouton guy. Haha, funny editor man.
The French guy.
Who is not editing right now.
The French guy.
Yeah, the French guy, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Anyways, so welcome back to the Pesky Plumbers Podcast, all these beautiful people. But we are going to be talking about the small topics here that I mentioned. So let's get this one out of the way first. So, Reynatis. It was a game that was announced. I forgot how many months ago was it already? Like a month or two ago? It's this game. I
genuinely don't know.
It's basically this game that's being made by basically people that were like formerly in Square Enix. And they're basically, on a smaller budget right now, so they're pretty much using what they can from the company. I think it was called Furuyu. I forgot what the company's name was called, but I know the game's being published by NIS America, so they got some budget here for them to release it worldwide. But it's interesting because it seems to be like they're taking concepts of what Final Fantasy Versus 13 was supposed to be like, and Kingdom Hearts. They even got Yoko Shimomura making music, and a couple of Square Enix guys. Game. What in the hell is this man talking about, bro?
I'm sorry, but Final Fantasy 13
versus 13. Basically what became.
It's 13, so it's always the same.
Whoever shits.
Well, 13 is bad, but versus 13.
That is. I'm not talking about Yoshimura. Oh my god.
Yoshimura, no, he's talking about 13. But yes, 13 is a bad game. But versus 13 was also completely different. I don't know what the point of versus 13 was.
Fully.
True, he did play that fully. We're not going to talk about that. All you got to know is that, in our opinions, that game's the biggest piece of dog shit we've ever seen.
No, not in our opinion. This is objective.
Objective fact. You're right. Whatever we say here, guys, is fact. All right. So if we say that Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is one of the worst games ever created, then that is indeed a true fact. All right, gamers.
Okay. So if we say that Sora and Smash is a bad thing, it is a bad thing.
All right, fuck you, bitch. That's it. You get the hammer. Someone smashes balls.
Oh no, not balls.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee. But anyways, yeah, so it's being made by like former Square Enix developers that seem to be inspired by Versus 13 and Kingdom Hearts and all that stuff. So we have that, and basically the game was having this nice funny little tease with The World Ends With You for April Fools. It was nothing crazy. It was just a funny little April Fools thing. A lot of companies do that. They cross over with other people for like a little April Fool's joke, or they do their own thing. But no, this is actually a legitimate thing. The game is actually going to have a quest focused on NEO The World Ends With You in the game, which I think is absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10. These companies doing better advertising than Square Enix with The World Ends With You, but we're not going to talk about that. I just think it's cool, and I just wanted to mention it. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it, basically. Like, everywhere in the Kingdom Hearts community and, like, I guess the Final Fantasy community is talking about it, but I mainly see it a lot talked about in the Kingdom Hearts community. YouTubers
I saw it, but it's just that I didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm a fan of both games, but I haven't heard shit about this game, bro.
Basically,
Yeah, me neither.
YouTubers like the Gamers Joint, HMK, I don't know if Skyward Wings talk about it. Basically, I'm mentioning like Kingdom Hearts YouTubers, but essentially, they're the ones that have like talked about it the most, and they're the ones that are like hyping it up. But like everyone's like Kingdom Hearts fans are really like looking at this game because it seems to be like they're deriving it like from the fictional reality Quadratum, whatever that Kingdom Hearts is introducing, where it's like an alternate reality of like Shibuya and all that stuff. And it just looks interesting, you know?
I'll Kate him.
Alright, I understand. But if you haven't seen the trailer, I'm gonna go ahead and like send you guys a trailer here. I don't expect many of you guys to talk about this. That's why I said it was like a small news topic. I just wanted to mention that because The World Ends With You was there. And I just think that game is absolutely underrated. More people should play it. But Square Enix doesn't know how to market their games. But we're not gonna
Atlas.
Classics.
But we're not
Square.
But we're not gonna talk about it. I sent the trailer there so you can see it. It's a very low budget game. You can definitely tell. And from what I've heard, depending on the developer from this company, right? Like the games are either a hit or miss, right? But again, it's all different developers and directors, so it's not just like what's it called? It's like one person is making all these games, you know. So it depends on the developer. Right now, there seems to be a lot of hope. A lot of people are saying it looks pretty cool concept. I would say wait, right? Wait for it to release and then decide whether or not you want to buy it. Wait for reviews. But
Yeah,
from what
'cause
I've seen,
visually, I'm not impressed.
no, and I don't blame
I'm
you.
looking at it like, and it's not just like, oh, the graphics. You just care about. No, it's not just graphics. Like some of these animations feel super stilted. It's like they got something like right up the because
Yeah,
they just be moving like they have a broom shoved up them. Like I'm not
yeah, like stiff animation.
like
No,
the artwork. Yeah, the artwork was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The World Ends With You stuff. Like I saw the screenshots, and like that looks even worse. So I don't know what they're doing.
yeah. The World
I'm
Ends With You stuff.
curious.
I think it's like they're using the models from like the actual The World Ends With You. The thing is like the models come from like a Unity engine and everything, and it had like a unique art style to it to kind of like make it stand out a little bit more and everything. I'm not too sure if they're using the exact models, but like they kind of do look like the exact models and all that stuff. But pretty much, I will say it does look interesting. It does look interesting at least. I gotta wait again for people to talk about the game beforehand. By the way, I just sent you because like as you can see, the models look like they came straight from The World Ends With You. But I have to wait for the game to come out before I determine it. Again, it looks interesting, right? And there are some good developers there that have worked on other games. I just forgot who they are. Yoko Shimomura, like I said, I think is working with the music and everything like that. So I already know that the music is going to be really, really good. All I can do is just hope, and that's pretty much all I can say really on this. But I don't know if
especially since Square
just-
Enix has recently. Yikes.
True. But also,
You know,
Jonathan,
I can only hope. I can only hope for improvements because like Warriors games look way more impressive.
no, I get you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
like
yeah, go for it.
I don't know. It's just something about this game is just throwing me off. Maybe the way it looks or whatever. The combat looks like a lot of fun, but it's just something about the game that's throwing me off. I don't know.
Yeah. I get you. You know, I'm not gonna be like mad at you for saying that because I'm kind of in the wait and see thing because I'm not just gonna be like, yep, I gotta buy it. You know what I mean? I just think this is cool. You know what I mean? I think this is cool that they're doing this whole like actual like April Fool's crossover thing turned real. But I'm gonna wait. Right? I don't know how much the game's gonna be at launch, but I'm gonna wait and see what people have to say about it. I think it's an interesting concept because I don't want to just give flack to companies that they have a low budget because like every game should be given a shot, right? We all agree with that here and everything because sometimes you'll find like a diamond in the rough, but
Hidden gem.
I mean yeah, a hidden gem, diamond in the rough, but essentially yeah, like I'll give it a shot, but I want to wait to see what people have to say about it. You get what I mean, guys?
Yeah, obviously.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like talk too much about it, but all I know is that I just want to mention, oh, this is cool, I just want to also mention that this company is doing better advertisement than Square Enix is with The World Ends With You.
And Atlas, don't forget Atlas.
We're not talking about Atlas.
But they still have shitty marketing.
Persona.
No, what do you mean? They have the best marketer, Midori. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
Persona
anyway.
mentioned. Persona mentioned.
True. Anyways, so next up, number 2, we have Marvel's Overwatch, right? So you tired of Overwatch? Well, Marvel's doing their own Overwatch clone. So
The
Marvel.
the only thing I want from this game is to be able to play as every single hero without unlocking them. Blizzard. That's all I
So
want.
true. Tell them.
I
Call
mean,
them
you're
out.
right. You're right, though. I wonder how they're gonna do things because right now, obviously, since this game is in like closed alpha, I think it is. They're pretty much like testing out things and everything. So I know the performance isn't like the best, and you're very limited on the characters, but you have access to them all to try them out. I hope they don't lock them because and you have to unlock them little by little because that's literally what Overwatch
This
2
is what
did.
I would do.
Mhm.
This is what I would do. I would make all the characters available at the start, but I'd at least like right at the beginning offer tutorials for each character because
Mhm.
like that stuff is annoying from fighting and stuff. Like I just wish developers were like stop throwing me into the lion's den
I get
so
you.
quickly.
But I will.
Mhm.
The game itself, though, I mean, I'm more interested in this than Overwatch.
Fair.
Not just because of Marvel bias, but I actually like the ideas of like, oh, like if you have certain characters together, you also get more benefits.
Yeah, like
or other
Rocket
forms of
Raccoon and
benefits.
Groot.
Root, like that stuff was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My only thing is the roster. Now, I don't know if we can get into the leaked roster, so I'll just talk about like
Yeah,
what
because
was
like
announced.
yeah, we'll keep it like you know like away from the leaks and
Um,
everything. I'll bring them up here.
yeah.
Hold on a second here.
But the initial roster reveal is so like weird to me because it's like we got Doctor Strange, we got Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, pretty simple. But then it's like, wait, Penny Parker. That's a weird one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go.
I think we should just cover the leak stuff. I mean, like, so long as we're not showing anything, right? Like, so like going over this whole list real quick. So Iron Man, Captain America, Black Panther. You got Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye. Pretty much, the main Avengers and Black Panther. Winter Soldier. You got Ultron, Thor, Loki, Hela, Namor. I wonder if he's gonna be more based off like the comics or like the movie one.
Well,
But,
he was already shown. He was
oh,
in the trailer.
Oh, he was shown. Okay. I have to probably look at him again because it's been a while. Oh, okay, I see what I mean. All right. So Namor, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Venom. You already mentioned her, but Penny Parker, Punisher, Squirrel Girl. The funniest character on here.
Who?
Which one? Squirrel Girl?
Oh, squirrel. I heard plural. I was like,
Oh no,
what?
Squirrel Girl.
Like, what?
But we have the best character here, bro. We got Jeff the Land Shark, bro. Oh my, bro. We got the GOAT, bro. Bro, who is Jeff the Land Shark? I'm gonna send you all a picture, bro. This is the greatest character in all of comic book
I
history.
don't know. I just got
Yeah,
I just saw a picture. This is actually the greatest character ever made.
Yeah, look at him. I'm sending it right now in the pocket. Look at him. Yeah, that's the GOAT right there, bro.
Oh, he's so cute.
You're such a little goober.
Yeah, that best character, bro. Anyways,
Yeah.
so we got Luna Snow, Iron Fist, we got Blade, Moon Knight, Cloak and Dagger. Then we have some X-Men here: Wolverine, Storm, Psylocke, Magic, Magneto. The entirety of the Fantastic Four, so Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing. I'm gonna assume Invisible Woman plays right, unlike Marvel's Cap. Anyways, I'm gonna assume that Invisible Woman plays like what's it called? She plays like Sombra. Maybe it's like her whole thing about going invisible. Yeah.
Can someone tell me who Luna Snow is? I have no idea.
Me neither.
Me
I
neither.
don't know.
I'll get you right now.
Just continue. So yeah, after Invisible Woman, got Human Torch, The Thing,
Yeah, I got
Star-Lord,
you.
Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Mantis, and Adam Warlock. And
Yeah,
and you know what? The roster is pretty diverse. Like it's not just like the popular ones, right? We got a bunch of we got a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy, we got a little bit of the X-Men, we got the entire Fantastic Four.
Yep.
The villains are a little lacking.
I think
But,
they'll come as time goes on. You know.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
come later.
but like could have had Victor Von Doom and yeah, like I don't know, like I would have liked Green Goblin or Venom, but like one Spider-Man.
Yeah.
villain
Also,
is
if
rifle.
you guys want to know about Luna Snow, she's more of a newer hero. She debuted in like 2000 in a video game actually. Fun fact: Marvel Future Fight in 2018. Basically, all you gotta know is that she's a K-pop idol with ice-based powers.
That is, you know what? That's hilarious.
Damn.
I wonder if they're gonna. I forgot her name. But Galactica. I wonder if they're just gonna make her playable too.
Yeah, that's right. Because she is there. I think she's the boss or something like that. I forgot what she was.
Yeah, I don't. It was so random. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, when I was looking at reactions, and a lot of people were just like, did they just like turn Galactus female? It's like,
yeah,
that's so weird.
Is it an OC? No, I think she's like, no, she's not an OC. I think
It's my OC.
Yeah, basically, she's just related to Galactus, like I believe daughter of Galactus, but I believe she only appears in like spin-off comics and all that, so she's not even like a main universe type of character.
Gotcha.
More so for like gags, if anything, not really like taken super seriously, which is probably why they just chose her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
mean,
I get
hey,
you.
if you really want to sell numbers, hey, well,
There you go, right?
I want funny Doctor
There you go.
Doom.
Yeah, Doctor Doom would be cool. Doctor Doom, Thanos.
And for his ultimate, it's kind of like Doomfist, right? But instead of just like going on the ground, he just goes foot dive. You know?
Oh, bro, we pulled the Marvel vs.
Funny.
Capcom moves. Yeah, pin missile.
Yeah.
What's it called? And his finger lasers. Yeah, the finger lasers.
Yeah. The piss lasers.
Oh no, the finger
No,
laser.
the finger piss. My bad.
Bro.
I think, bro, that'd be so funny if like they put in Doctor Doom and one of his moves is just foot dive and you just spam it repeatedly.
Oh yeah, you bring him up into the air. TOD.
Yeah.
But what's it called?
Exactly.
Another one I would like to see if they can implement him is Doc Ock. I think that'd be pretty cool. Green Goblin.
Oh, I would bust.
Daredevil's on here.
It'd be crazy. This is probably like me caught like super couple, but like for Venom and Carnage, they'll probably add those two in the future.
Definitely.
Like their duo thing is that they can actually merge with the with different Spider-Man characters.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
Like we'd get like the Crimson or the Scarlet Goblin.
That would be interesting.
The like black suit, and like that character would get a buff, and then your main guy would just be playing like Eddie Brock and Cassidy. That'd be funny. But I mean, like for Spider-Man, I just mainly want villains, and then like I said, like I don't hate Penny, and I like Penny, but like what about Miles and Noir?
What about
Those
Peter
are my
Parker?
Knowing them, they're gonna hype
Peter
them up
Parker.
as like future releases later on down the line. You already know they're gonna try to get people there. But I feel like if done right, this game can be like a huge success. Like I think we can all agree on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't follow the path that Overwatch, like what Activision did with Overwatch, and you guys will be fine.
Yep.
So I'm looking at this picture here. So obviously there's gonna be a class system. So I see like Loki is apparently a healer and Spider-Man's at DPS. I don't know what that circle thing is.
Yeah, I mean each character is gonna fulfill their role. Like I don't know if they're gonna have like the same similar class roles that Overwatch had, where it was like, well, like what I mean by old school Overwatch, where it had DPS, like tank and healer, but then you had like I forgot what it was called.
Defense.
But defense heroes, they had like defense heroes, and they just kind of like attack and defense. Attackers, defenders, tanks, and healers. And they just said screw it and merge defenders with attackers.
What I'm saying is, bro, is that they gotta. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, no, you said like Loki is a healer. I would feel that's very fucking weird.
Well, I mean,
if we're going up from Overwatch, then Loki's apparently a healer. Rocket Raccoon's a healer for some reason. Mantis a healer.
No,
what?
maybe it's not necessarily healing, like strictly healing, but it could also just be buffs
Like
or
buffs or
debuffs, stuff like that.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing,
Um,
it seems like he's like a support character, like strategist
Yeah,
support, and
that's
then
probably what it means.
while Hella, for example, she's a duelist damage unit.
But like I would still for Loki, I would have thought that they would have made him kind of like the spy in TF2, where you can just like take over someone's appearance.
Well, no,
and
he
just,
he does
you know.
do that somewhat. He can copy someone else's entire moveset and everything. for
Yo,
a
Shijiko
very
from
small
Mortal Kombat.
portion.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking at
Sure.
here.
Okay.
I'm looking at. No, you're good. Also, I'm looking at here, right? Like they basically made like an iconography for the what's it called for all the characters here. So you get to see like I'm assuming. So from what I see here, Vanguard are your tanks, duelists are your DPSs, and your strategists are your healers and everything. Yeah. So Loki, Luna, Mantis, and Rocket are your strategists there. So
Oh, strategist. Okay.
strategists. Yeah. So they're I guess they're the healers and everything. Vanguards
Oh
and
my God,
everything.
no way, Robin.
And then, of course, your duelists and everything. Bro, Magneto is a tank. That's crazy. I mean,
But the only thing I ask, bro, is that they just like day one have costumes, bro. Because like, look, I just don't vibe with a lot of these designs. Like Magneto with the white and red. Bro, give me the red and
I
purple.
think it looks
Okay.
nice.
No,
I'm
no,
pretty
the
sure they'll
color
have
scheme,
skins.
the color scheme. I'm kind of like mixed on Peter's design. Like there are some designs here where I'm like, oh, like that's cool. I like Storms. I like Loki's. But then like Punisher, I don't like that he has the skull paint all over his face. Like that was pretty like why would you do that?
some characters. Here,
I'm
like,
pretty sure. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm assuming that this game will have like extra cosmetics for these characters.
Oh yeah,
So,
like,
Yeah, no,
most likely
definitely.
most likely paid cosmetics and everything.
so you'll
Yeah.
definitely have like different skins for the heroes.
Oh, of course, yeah,
I
most
think-
likely.
Yeah. And Iron Man.
Luna Snow definitely does look interesting.
I'm a big fan of that triangle reactor.
Triangle react.
Bro, my man's Iron Man. If one of Iron Man's specials isn't just him, Proton Cannon blows the planet.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I was looking back at that picture, I thought this was like a mobile game or something, but like,
Well, it is a mobile game basically, but it's also on PC. It's gonna be a mobile and PC, I think.
Yeah, which means like graphically, it's not gonna be like super intensive, but that's perfectly fine. Get as much people as possible playing for all sorts of setups.
And that's smart. Yeah.
My only thing is like, yeah, like I agree. I don't lock characters. That's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Or just make it so that the main thing is just the outfits, because a lot of these characters have plenty of things to work with, and you can also do seasonal BS, right? Like, I don't know, Santa Spidey, stuff like that. But like Christmas tree Groot, I don't know.
Yeah,
being super generic with these, but-
oh my god, Christmas Tree Group would go so hard.
They're
definitely.
definitely gonna go crazy with the designs. I can definitely tell that. I feel like they're definitely gonna go a little bit
Yeah.
crazy.
It's just don't lock characters, because that would be a
Don't lock
terrible
characters,
idea.
Blizzard.
Bro.
150 games,
You
like
mean
come
Marvel?
on, bro.
Well,
He means Marvel.
Yeah, he means Marvel. Yeah, exactly, Marvel. So I guess that pretty much wraps it up for Marvel Rivals and everything. I just hope it's great. That's pretty much all I can say.
We are
Overwatch.
going to
unfortunately-
be playing it.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'll try it out. Yeah.
whilst it does, unfortunately, the main thing I have hope for this game, it looks like a good superhero related thing in gaming. But it's a bad superhero related thing in gaming coming out soon as well.
Let's see how he segues
Homelander.
this. Of course.
Homelander. I hate that, man. I just want to say, this is the one instance where I would rather my opponent hit me with a fatality than that victory screen. Dog. Oh my!
Whoa.
That
What's
is
wrong with
nasty.
Homelander,
What do you
bro?
mean, bro? Hold on. What
It's
do you mean,
great.
Bro? What are you talking
I
was
love
about?
that.
That was so nasty.
What do you mean,
like,
bro?
No,
He's just
It's
drinking
not even-
milk, bro.
Don't
He's just
tell
drink-
him. Don't tell him because it's funny.
no. It's not even like him drinking milk or the context behind the milk. It's how he drinks it. He like sniffs it, right? Then puts it up to his mouth and starts shoving his
Yeah, and then
tongue
his
all up
tongue
in there.
too.
Oh, dude,
It's like this
hate
man
that so
never had
much.
milk before. That's crazy.
Bro, look,
I hate
that
it
milk
so
is to
much.
die for. What can we say?
No, bro.
But-
That's
Oh my
terrible.
god. He doesn't know, but he's making the jokes. That's crazy.
But like I don't know, but he knows some things. With regards to the case, like it's like me, like I know some things, but I just know that like this is just a tease, right? Like we can't really rate much of like the gameplay because all we saw was, I guess the his victory screen, and then of course a fatality, which I'm assuming is also a reference Theo and everything. 'Cause I think you've watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's-
is. It is.
Okay, what? Okay, yeah, I remember both fatalities now.
The show. Okay.
Like, obviously,
Well, they
you get
showed
the
the fatal
laser
blow.
move, right? You know, that's a classic. And then the second one with the airplane, I feel like they should have put you inside the plane and then, just get rid of it, like,
Mhm.
off screen, because, like, that's how it goes in the show, but...
They have to make it a fatality version, I guess. I don't know. I haven't watched the
Yeah.
show, so I can't say. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. I was about to say movie, but yeah. So essentially, yeah, we can't really say much because like I don't rate characters like based on their looks. I mean, I could say they look great. Don't get me wrong, right? Like that's right now, like he looks cool, but does he got the sauce? Is he goated with the sauce? Like I need to see that movement. You know what I mean? Like
They just make him
Or is it
Injustice
just
Superman.
Superman?
They just make him Injustice Superman. Bro.
yeah.
And I'm talking 1-to-1 Injustice 1 Superman. Okay?
Wait,
oh,
wait,
no.
guys! I just realized.
Projectile the game?
something, bro.
What?
I just
What are we
realized
getting?
something. So, yeah, as you can see, when Homelander is drinking your milk, you can see a tiny little smash ball, which means
What the
Homelander
hell is he
going to be
talking
super
about?
strength,
is-
brothers.
What is
Bro
What is bro
waffling about?
cooking?
Just
Oh
shut up.
my
What
god.
is my man
wait, I see what
cooking,
he
bro?
means.
Just shut up.
But shut
Also,
up.
I don't want to hear you.
I'm looking at it as well. I hate you.
The only
Yeah.
the only thing that confuses me about this is that they did not get Anthony Starr to voice him, which I don't understand why, unless maybe they later did. But as far as we're aware, he is not voicing Homelander. They got his face, and that's good, but
Mhm.
his voice is like, oh, I don't like that because that reminds me of Arnold from MK11,
Yeah, I was
Oh.
just about to say that. Literally the same situation with Terminator.
and I just think that's like why would you do that? I mean, you would voice him for Call of Duty, like Schlock of Duty, but not Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, Mortal Kombat 1 is also Schlock, but it's not as
Come on,
Schlock.
bro. Wait, what are you talking about, bro? John Cena's in the game.
We
I can't see him, bro. What do
we
you
can
Hey!
get that crazy actress, right? Whatever the fuck her name was, who just
Megan
did a
Fox.
terrible
Megan
job
Fox.
as
Yeah,
Natara.
yeah.
Yeah. We can get Megan Fox, but when it comes to that Homelander guy, hell no.
Nah, it's
bro.
it's because they paid too much for her, so they didn't have enough money to get Anthony Starr, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh my
That's
god.
imagine that. That'd be messed. That's crazy, bro.
NetherRealm,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing, bro?
Like, yeah, I get maybe something to do with the contract and all that stuff. Because, like, for example, like with Arnold, I don't know why they couldn't get Arnold. Like, there could be something in the contract that prevents that character from being played in other things. I guess I don't know. Like, we don't know what that contract entails, but it still sucks. Don't get me wrong. This sucks. It does suck, and it might ruin, like, I guess your interpretation of the character and everything. Like, you can look at he looks cool and everything, but then you hear the voice and you're like, this is not it, Chief.
At least for Arnold, I can understand, but like, because like he's pretty big, like he's huge even. But it's Anthony Starr, bro.
Huge is an understatement. But yeah, no, I get you.
Mhm.
I get what you mean though. Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there in NetherRealm. Don't ask me. I just want to see
The
some
fuck they
gameplay.
do it over there.
What the hell they doing over there? I just need to see how he plays for me to determine whether or not like I like him or not. Like, you can look cool, like by not doing anything, but as soon as you start moving and you don't play good, Dan, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you could be like Rock Howard and Garo Mark of the Wolves. That dude in the original game, bro, design 10 out of 10. Gameplay, He's all right.
Doo-doo.
He's all right, you know.
Oh.
Like, he's
But
just all right.
yeah, I guess before moving on to the next topic, I guess I should mention, like, aren't they changing some things about Mortal Kombat's gameplay and making it more fun?
Oh, that I
I
do
have
not
no
know
idea.
about.
I have no idea.
No,
Honestly,
Because I heard, I mean, from one of our friends, that they're changing Reptile's gameplay, for example, to have it
That's-
more so like the invisibility comes up faster, things like that.
like, I mean, patch
I mean, yeah,
Probably
they do
just some
balance-
buffs and
they do
nerfs.
they do balance patches. Like Mortal Kombat 1, when it came out, it like did a balance patch within like the first few weeks. It's like my only thing with this game is that I okay, be real. Who else forgot Homelander was coming to the game?
I didn't.
I didn't
I-
forget, but
I-
I just never cared. Like,
I-
personally.
I
would.
Sorry, go on.
Oh no, like when it comes to like forgettable things, like there's definitely the thing with John Cena. Not John Cena, but like fucking
Peacemaker.
whatever his name was. Yeah, Peacemaker. Like who cares about the fucker? Who cares
True.
about that guy?
Like for me, I don't like. I think Mortal Kombat is another great example of like poor development, like poor management. Because you think about previous games, right? First of all, Mortal Kombat 1's a great looking game. I would still say Injustice 2 and 11 still looks just as good. Okay, so graphically,
Mhm.
I don't think it's so far off from the previous two NetherRealm games. And the reason why I bring that up is because those two games, they also had DLC. But even though they had DLC, it would release pretty quickly, all things considered. Right? Like the time it would take between a character releasing wasn't that long. We're now what, like 7 months in,
Yeah,
and
something like that, yeah.
we only have 4 characters. We're only now getting teasers to Homelander. The cameos are taking even longer than the regular characters, which make no sense to me.
Yep.
And we still got Takeda at the end of this. Like what is going on? Because I think we can all admit, Mortal Kombat 1, at least like what they do with like visuals and stuff. I mean, maybe you guys think otherwise, but for me personally, I still think 11 does a lot of things better. Like victory screens, I think they do victory screens a lot better. Fatalities a lot better.
Mhm.
Even the fatal blows, right? Because they're trying to incorporate the cameos, but it like for example, for Injustice 2 and MK11, you got a victory screen. That thing would always look sick. Or the fatalities, right? It always looks sick because then, whereas when you get that like big impactful hit, you get that slow motion. It just looks really good. But for MK1, a lot of fatalities are just like, I ripped your body or I blew up your head, and now I'm gonna stand here with my Oomphy, and we win.
Oomphy.
There you go.
True.
Yeah, the mutual. So like, I think the MK1 has just really been kind of depressing for me outside of gameplay, and even then, I don't think like I would rather go back to like Mortal Kombat X looks way more interesting to me than MK1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At least
Yeah,
that's how.
because
That's how
that game's gameplay is like crazy from what I've like seen and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like pretty much like for me, like again, they're ending on characters I don't really care about, right? Obviously, I never really cared about the guest characters so far, except for like I don't know, Kratos and the characters in MK11,
Kratos.
the guest characters. But in terms
I
of
definitely
first party
feel-
characters, like I don't care much about Takeda. Basically, like I'm not saying he's a bad character. Like I don't know. I wish that it would have been a more hype character for the end of this pass. For personally speaking, for me.
Well, that and besides, we don't even know if it's gonna be the same Takeda, right? Because it could be Hanzo Hasashi for all we know, because he's not even in this
From
game.
Overwatch?
Oh,
No,
what is he
what?
talking about?
Hanzo.
Yeah, man, you have this man have a double take.
I had a
imagine,
double
but imagine though if he does have a bow.
Like, anyways,
Imagine.
No, he doesn't.
what? No,
He's a ninja.
no.
No, well, what if he
Uh,
comes with one?
No, you're thinking
What
of a
about that
different character.
Nightwolf dude?
You're thinking of a different character who had a bow. I'm
Yeah.
forgetting his name.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But,
Oh,
Yeah,
that
as
guy.
for night,
It's been
He's
so
from
long.
MK10.
But like
Kunjin?
yeah.
Kung Jin, yeah,
I
Kung
don't
Jin.
think- okay. Either way,
Forgettable.
either way, MK1.
Damn, I still remember.
Like
him.
I really hope for Combat Pack 2. So it'll still probably happen. I mean, it's not that this game is necessarily a failure. It did launch really well. It's just that it's not getting much sales after launch, mainly because of all the goodwill they lost, thanks to Warner Brothers. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So I would say, I don't know, man. Like the big fighting games, I'd say like Street Fighter has just kind of been disappointing me, dog. Like I don't know. I just don't feel
Even
as
Tekken
excited
8?
for these games. Even Tekken 8, like Eddie was cool. I didn't like that he had the Killmonger cut. But then they were just like, oh yeah, the last character for Tekken 7, yeah, she's like the second character, DLC character. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm really getting tired of like characters that should be in the base roster being made DLC. Like Akuma, bro. Akuma's coming out soon, bro. He was DLC for 5. What are they doing? I mean, it's already bad enough that Street Fighter 6 doesn't have any Street Fighter 3 characters, and now MK1 here. MK1, especially with like the guest characters too, it just feels the most like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, how do you do fellow kids sort of thing?
How do
Where
you do?
a lot of the guest characters, like, don't get me wrong, the 3 of them aren't brand new characters. Obviously, they're very much way older, like comic wise or whatever. But you feel like they're only here because they're the most relevant. Whereas with like it's X and 11, you know, we had things like RoboCop, we had Predator, we had Alien. You know, we had like these super cool characters, like iconic characters. And in this game, and I know someone's probably gonna say in the comments, no matter how rare it might be, but like Omni-Man, you know, he's basically another Superman without any of the eye lasers or super breath. He's just a really strong guy. Homelander is more Superman than anything. It's like we basically have 2 Supermen and John Cena.
John Cena,
So true.
the only character
So
from a DC.
another
yeah.
Superman.
The only, yeah. No, but
Yeah,
he's the only other character from like he's the only character there from a DC like IP and everything like that. But no, I get what you mean
Yeah,
though.
like-
But
When it comes to DC characters, this is probably the one I just don't give a fuck about. Because like
Ooh.
back then we had Joker. What
Persona.
else?
No,
Shut
that
up.
was- we didn't have the only DC character in a Mortal Kombat game was just Joker, and now we're in Peacemaker. When you could have had so many other options, not just like
Yeah.
like Scarecrow. Oh my god!
Oh, that would have gone hard.
You could have done Scarecrow. You could have.
But Scarecrow was in Injustice.
bro,
And so is Joker. Your
yeah,
point.
Your
Oh my
point is
goodness.
Okay.
like Black Mantis or something like yeah.
Yeah, it also got to depend.
I mean,
on,
I
like,
know
what
Hey,
DC
they made
is.
him look
Well,
cool. They
well,
made him
also
look cool in Injustice too.
yeah, like it also depends also what Warner Brothers wants. But yeah, like I mean, this is more of going like on a rant of what Mortal Kombat 1 is pretty much at the end of the day. And
Yeah,
you know what? We all agree though. But like
Maybe, yeah.
we do want
Maybe
better
we'll
for the
pick it
game.
back up whenever the character actually comes out. But
Yeah, because right now we can't really
Let's
judge.
just leave it at that.
Yeah, we can't judge what like the character has yet. Like we just see what we have. We just see like the victory screen, the fatality, and that he looks
Pretty well,
good.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, again, we got to see if he's goated with the sauce or not, based
Mhm.
off that and
Only
everything.
time will tell.
Pretty much. But yeah, so that's pretty much a Homelander being in Mortal Kombat 1. You know, we got to see him. He looks cool. Yeah. All I can say is I hope he plays good, right? That's it. I think we can all agree
Yep.
on that, right? Hopefully he plays good. But yeah, so essentially that pretty much covers the small stuff. Yeah, when I say small stuff, we spent like 40 minutes on all this, but
Yeah, right.
Yippee.
yippee. Anyways, now for the big boy stuff, the actual stuff we need to talk about. We got a lot of bullshit to cover first.
Too much
so-
to even put on one plate, bro.
Exactly. So first we need to talk about, good old PlayStation Nation. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh no!
Cringe Nation.
Please, no! Don't bully the $10 million fucking company. No.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize for the $10 million company.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Let's not bully PlayStation. Let's just switch to a different topic. Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so basically we need to talk about the whole situation that happened recently with PlayStation and Helldivers. So Helldivers 2, a big game. I'm pretty sure everyone here who's listening in on this knows what Helldivers is, so I don't need to explain any of that. But
No, I don't.
learn. I'm kidding.
Give a quick summary, basically, Sony was like, I want my game to only be playable if you have an account with us. So if you don't, especially if you live in countries where the service isn't even a thing, then you can't play the game. And then they were like, people were like, what the hell? Like, why are you doing this? And people complain so much that Sony was like, okay, so we heard your cries, we heard your pleas, and we're gonna revert that change. Yay! Instead, we're just gonna remove the game from countries that don't even have access to PSN.
Well, that is the greatest summary. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Sony over here was like, their whole plan was to always integrate the PSN into the Steam version of Helldivers 2. The thing is that there was some apparently technical issues that was preventing it from actually happening. So the game just launched as is and allowed anyone to play it. But I don't know if I want to agree with that statement because it was available for countries that didn't even have PSN. So why? You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's apparently what Sony's saying. So, the game was out. Everyone was playing and having fun. And then they forced everyone to integrate their PSN account. And it looks like, thankfully, they're not going to have that. Exactly. Thankfully, they're not going to have that for the time being. But it could happen. I think maybe later on they're going to make people like have one, I guess. Or maybe it'll be an optional thing where if you want to link it to PlayStation and all that stuff so you can continue on there, then yeah. Because at the end of the day, Helldivers is apparently like a PlayStation IP or something from what I've looked into. But essentially, I know that that was the hellstorm that PlayStation kicked up for Helldivers 2 was something. Like, I have never seen a group of people this fucking pissed, bro. Like, everyone gathered around in anger, bro. And like, bro, let me tell you something. For those that don't know about PC gamers, if you force PC gamers to move away from one thing and they have to integrate to another system, no matter how simple it is, it could take like 1 minute to link, they're not going to do that. We're going to get pissed.
Exactly.
Because we don't want to do that. We want to play the game on the system that it launched at. Like, if it's on Steam, I want to just play it through Steam. I don't want to like link no goddamn PSN. I don't want to link no damn Bethesda, Activision, whatever. I do not want to link to anywhere. I just want to open Steam and that's it. Play the game there. Nothing about this. Oh, open Steam. Now you gotta like connect to here and then connect to here. You know what I mean? PC gamers do not want to do anything of that. And then of course, like Abdir mentioned.
I don't know.
What?
Because like the thing is, like you say that, but yet like Ubisoft does that shit.
No one likes it either. Like, I guess it's because it's because the people who are like just okay with it are playing it. You know what I mean already? Like the people who are not okay with it are not. Right? Like, they're just kind of avoiding it. This is something that everyone's playing, so when they found that out, people who don't like that were very vocal. Like, and we saw the game went from overwhelmingly positive to mostly negative. So, like, people were pissed. People were absolutely livid with that outcome and everything, but the Helldiver situation, that was crazy. Like, everyone was just, like, leaving, like, horrible reviews. They were still playing it because, they wanted to at least get their last games in and everything like that. But thankfully, after bullying companies, which once again, bullying companies works, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you bully your favorite company.
Do that.
We're going to bully the company. Bully these companies.
We fight for democracy? Nah, we fight for our right to not be overturned by Sony and the fuckboys over there.
Let's go, Jonathan. Let's go, John. Beautiful speech. Beautiful speech.
I just hate when companies try to do this shit, like, because like they obviously they kept saying before this announcement too that it'd be optional, right? They
Yep.
kept reinforcing that it was just going to be an optional thing. You wouldn't have to link your accounts if you didn't want to, right? Because it was technically always there. It was just never mandatory, and therefore people never did it. But
Mhm.
now Sony's like, okay, we're gonna do it. And people complain. They reversed that, but they still wanted to be sneaky about it and remove the game from from countries that don't even have access to PSN. Because what I recall, like Japan doesn't even have PSN. I think they have their own thing over there. So it's like Japan can't even have access to like Helldivers too. I just like I don't understand why you would want less people to play your game.
Exactly. Why are you driving your customers away? That makes no sense.
But yet they do it anyway because they're so prideful and full of themselves, bro. It's crazy.
Me being stinky.
It's stinky poopy, bro.
What's funny?
What?
The fact that the person, I think they were like the manager of the account for promoting Helldivers.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
They got fired because they were telling players, guys, if you want this game, keep bullying them. And they actually got fired because of that.
The community manager was kind of based for that, and he was kind of fucked for saying that, but he did get fired because you refund the game because you have to link a PlayStation account. So go review bomb or a game to give it negative reviews, and that's basically that's a wrap for him. Basically,
no, but he's so real for that. Let's go.
Fight for what's right.
Can someone send me a link to that? Because I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But yeah, like I just hate this. I just hate when not developers, but these companies, right? Sony. I feel bad because Microsoft doesn't. I mean, at least when Phil Spencer took over, Microsoft never really intended any malpractices, right? Even now, they're still trying to do well by their player base, despite it always decreasing slowly but surely. But you have Nintendo and you have Sony, right? And these companies, like when they're on the top, they just do not give a flying fuck. I'm just so tired of it. Like you shouldn't be putting less effort when you're succeeding. Like okay, for example, Sony's like major push for when the PS4 was coming out was basically mocking all of the decisions that Microsoft was doing when it was under a different leadership. All right, they were clearly playing into this whole like trying to make their players happy, right? Despite the fact that PS4 and 5 didn't launch with no games. Okay? Funny joke. Where's my likes and retweets?
Yeah.
All right, so I found the tweet. So here you go.
Yeah, send it. But like, and same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo, they're just like, oh, we're on the top, bro. We've been stuck with the same black and white theme since the launch. I'm just so sick and tired of it.
It's so hard to make new themes. Don't you understand?
Apparently there's some added context for the community manager because after PlayStation made the announcement, apparently he was getting death threats. People telling him to, do a funny thing, and it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So, yeah.
And I think that person, apparently that person did get fired. Apparently from the
they did get
company, yeah.
They did get fired just because
they were telling people to like speak with your wallet and everything like that. And you know how as a company, companies don't want people in their company to tell people to like speak with their wallets and everything like that. Because they don't want to lose money.
No, but they're so real for that.
True, they are so real for that. Like they took one for the team, and honestly, 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But yeah, like
they love their jobs.
Exactly.
But they fought for what's right.
Exactly. They did what they had to do, and pretty much at the end of the day, they paid the price for that and everything. But yeah, no, like the Helldivers thing. it's just kind of it just sucks, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like, it
just-
sucks, but
it
we
just-
won. We won at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
No, it all it is really just it's just showing like an abuse of power by Sony, because like that's what these companies do. Like once they're on the top, they feel untouchable and they're gonna make all these terrible decisions for these games, and it's gonna negatively impact their player base like later on. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I just don't understand like why any of these companies think, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Yeah. No, it's terrible. And I really hope, because I feel bad for the devs. Obviously, the devs do not want any of this sort of stuff to happen. It's out of their control what Sony chooses to do with the game. So I would say I feel bad for them. And hopefully, this whole situation can be resolved. Who knows? Maybe by the time this is uploaded,
Like, you mean like win
maybe
good
things
faith?
yeah, like win back the good faith
Yeah.
of the player base.
They won
But,
somewhat of it because they caved in. That's pretty much it. Like, so people are
Sort
happy
of.
that they caved in.
They
Yeah,
only-
sort of.
Well, yes, but they caved in, made it a public thing, and then still tried to hide the fact that they're getting rid of it for those countries that don't have access to PSN.
Yep.
And they were trying to do that as quietly as possible. So at the end of the day, like Sony was still trying to find a workaround. It's like,
Yep.
okay, well, if we're not gonna force you to link your PSN account, then screw it. You won't even get to be able to play the game. And I think that's terrible idea.
Oh yeah, no, agreed. I agree, definitely. Yeah, this Helldivers 2 thing was absolutely atrocious. But once again, it let us know one thing and one thing only. Bullying works, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you continue to
Hell
bully.
yeah!
Bully your.
It's unfortunate, but if players don't like something that a company does, they have to make their voices heard.
Exactly. Like if we don't like if we don't like something, we gotta just constantly bully the company. It's not always gonna work.
And
There could
we
be
gotta do whatever we gotta do whatever they did to that person. By the way, no, don't send death thingies.
no death threats. We do not advocate for death threats here.
No, we don't. That's fucked up.
Just
Like,
only
holy
bully
shit.
Sony. Just bully Sony and then tell them you guys are booty butt cheeks, awful human beings. Stop this.
You know another
And
company we should be bullying?
Yeah, speaking of bad companies, right? That moves on to the
talking
next
about
one.
Mad Booty.
Matt Booty, the good old Matt Booty, Phil Spencer, right? All right, so we can all agree here, right? Ladies and gentlemen, the worst game company of 2024, good old Microsoft, the Xbox gaming division. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, so remember how I was like talking
I mean,
about
it's
how
no secret.
Microsoft,
True.
you know how I was talking about Microsoft wasn't like trying to do bad by their player base. Yeah. I said that, and then I just remembered this. So
Yeah.
well, I think no, but like here's the thing. I think this is showing we're finally starting to see the negatives of Microsoft buying out so many
That's what I'm saying.
companies.
Yep. Yeah, like it was never a good thing.
it was.
Mhm.
Well, no, it would be a good thing if, say, it was under a more successful console, but it's not. And so because of that, Microsoft bought like so many developers. They acquired so much, and obviously, I doubt they're going to shut down the biggest names of them all, right? That they own. But these smaller indie dev studios, they're screwed.
Yep.
They're screwed. The fact this had to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. You shut down a company that made you plenty of successful games. Sure, they were successful outside of Xbox, but they have been the most successful games you have had released from this and last year. You shut down that company, and then not a day later, you're like, man, we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush, dude.
Yeah,
We need
Yeah,
more
I think
games
the
like that.
the biggest slap in the face is freaking the Hi-Fi Rush devs. They got hella
no, they
smacked,
got
bro.
screwed. And from what
Mhm.
it seems to show, like from insiders, right? It seems like apparently Tango Gameworks was like ready. They were ready to like do another game, but obviously since it did successfully, they were gonna, like try to get a higher budget and everything, right? Which makes sense, right? If a game's successful, you want the next game to be at a higher budget. There's more things you can do and be way better than the first game. And that was the plan, right? But I think from what
Yeah.
I'm seeing, Microsoft didn't want that, especially since they were like, I guess, recovering from their ridiculous payments that they had to make after purchasing the company. And they're trying to save money, and because they were like, damn, now we got to spend more money on this when we don't want to, when I guess the returns aren't that crazy. They were said, you know what, just pull the plug on the company, and they pretty much took it out.
Oh, wait. Unrelated to what we're talking about, but I literally was like getting an ad for Coca-Cola when they showed up Shang-Chi, and they were literally advertising the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I just wanted to put that out there.
All right.
They literally just
bro.
showed me that.
Okay, but yeah. Anyways,
Alright.
going back to what we were saying, essentially, yeah, pretty much it's yeah, no, like the whole thing with the Microsoft thing is so scummy, bro, because it seems that like they saw this, they saw that they want to make another game, and they saw that of course with a new game comes a higher budget, and they decided, all right, time to pull the plug before they start trying to take more money from us, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Ruining these smaller
Especially
companies.
when there was so much love and care put into that game, like, bro.
And
I
then,
haven't played Hi-Fi Rush, but for what people are saying, like it looked like a really good game. Fuck Microsoft.
Bro, like they
True.
literally have made themselves public enemy number one, and dude, like it is so crazy. I still remember when Phil Spencer joined Xbox. They're like, yeah, I like this guy, and he did a lot of smart moves back then. Everyone started liking Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer would come up and be like, hey, Phil Spencer. We are in a different era now that when we see Phil Spencer, nobody wants to see this man's face. This man made himself public enemy number one. If like Phil Spencer like shows up again, it's like in a live performance, like in a live area, and it's like, oh, please welcome Phil Spencer. The amount of boos they're just gonna start
This
coming out is gonna be
man
ridiculous.
Is going to get booed out the building.
Like, bro, no one's happy with him, and I don't blame them, bro. Like, you gotta show like that you're not happy with what's going on. And you know what? We're talking about mainly Hi-Fi Rush, but there was another company I was also removed, and I think they're the guys that make Dishonored or something. And they got screwed over too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this doesn't just apply for them, like they're just like basically Microsoft is just ready to remove the weakest links and everything. They're ready to just start unplugging. And this is also what scared me about Microsoft buying these companies. Like, that's why I would always see people saying like, yo, Microsoft. Remember back then when the rumors were like, yo, they're gonna buy Square Enix, they're gonna buy Sega. I'm like, hell no, they're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, hell no.
Thank God.
And thank God they didn't. Yeah,
Bro.
exactly. And then two, I didn't want them to, right? And I'm like, did you not see what happened when they bought Rare? Like, Banjo's dead.
Exactly.
Banjo's dead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like, I don't trust him. And look what's
I'm gonna
happening.
put my 2 cents on this because,
Go for
like,
it.
whenever there was like Xbox, right? We buy a company, right? And we have more developers to work for us. Yippee, more games, right? Never.
Woo!
When was the last time we got a Rare game with Sea of Thieves, right? And then they teased that one project. Never heard of it ever since. If you get bought by Microsoft, your studio is going to die.
Like
Bro,
you basically get
mentioned
absorbed. What's up?
And then what's funny is I'm like, wasn't there like a Rare game about a deer or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we've never heard of it. It's been 6 years or something. Like, what happened? What
They-
happened?
they
Because
canned it,
it's
bro.
because it's
They
the new
canned it.
Metroid Prime 4, dude. You just don't understand.
True.
Oh my God.
Like, at most, from what
But-
I've heard, it's like at least with Sea of Thieves, I heard good things about it, right? And it's the closest thing to like
Yeah.
Rare feel
I
it is.
still see clips of it.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
really popular. Like, it's the closest thing to like a Rare feel, but like it's still far from like the Rare that we know, is because they all left because like they were like Microsoft didn't care about the company, they just bought it and like, oh, we just have them there.
They bought it out of the hopes of stealing IPs from Nintendo.
Yeah, and it's
Bro.
like, and they did nothing with it. Well, we're not gonna talk about nuts and bolts, but
Bro,
I mean,
I would just imagine Microsoft actually actually successfully purchasing Atlas and Square Enix, and
Hell
I would
no.
imagine
No more
all
Persona.
all the things they could potentially like cancel at the snap of their fingers. Like,
Yep.
bro,
And also-
it would literally be insane.
Also, how often have we talked about like going into these Microsoft things saying, "Oh boy, I hope Banjo gets announced." Like, I don't know why we constantly do that. Like, I guess we want to cope. They're not gonna do shit. Like
No.
right now, Killer Instinct is
No, I'll
dead,
tell you
right?
what it is.
Banjo's
Tell you
dead.
what it is.
What's up?
Is that people hope for Banjo because it's like, oh, Microsoft let Nintendo use Banjo for Smash. Oh, surely that means they're gonna do something with him, right? Surely they see the popularity of this character that people, even after all these years, they still love Banjo so much. They gotta do something with him, right? No, bro.
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
No.
They don't. They do not care, bro. And
It's
also, no, go for it.
Just a reminder, our local French man also owns an Xbox, and I
my
wouldn't be mad
God.
if he actually just throws it
Why
away.
am I
bro.
getting called out?
No, because he just wanted. He's saying he's fine. If you threw it out, he wouldn't be surprised. But no, he only has it for the
Yeah.
backwards compatibility. He bought it before this whole bullshit. But
Yeah, I always wanted to own every single console. I know it's so stupid, especially with fucking Microsoft. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna do that this time. And I was also trying to play the Simpsons games. So it turns out that game is not compatible. So my
Wah,
main
wah.
reason as to why I got that fucking console doesn't even work.
womp
Thanks, EA.
womp.
Very
More of a
cool.
reason not to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
All you need is a Steam Deck and a Switch, or just a good PC.
Yo,
That's
Theo, womp womp.
Did you just say what?
Womp womp. But yeah,
Bro,
no.
Jacob was saying this before. All you need is a good PC or a Steam Deck and a Nintendo Switch. That's it.
That's
all you
because that's because they're releasing all their games on PC. But that's not the topic mainly. But yeah, no, I do agree with that statement. But it's just I don't know what Microsoft's doing, bro. They've literally made themselves public enemy number one. I'm already expecting someone to call them out at the Game Awards because every time a company does something stupid, right? Someone calls them out on it at the Game Awards.
I don't know, man. Last, Jeff Keighley, he didn't call out the numerous layoffs.
Oh
of
no,
that
no!
year.
I'm not saying it's gonna be Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
Remember when what was it? I forgot his name? The guy who played Shazam in the movies, the live action movies. Forgot his name.
I know who you're talking about.
Zachary
I know
Levi.
who
There we
you're
go.
talking
Remember when he went up there? I forgot how many years ago it was at the Game Awards. It was during the peak of of EA's awful loot boxes and everything, and he had to open up the letters. Goes and the winner goes, "Oh, I need to open this up with a microtransaction." He's like, and he called them out. And he's like, "It's very stupid, I know." I'm not expecting Jeff Keighley to do that. The closest thing he went to calling something out was, how Konami was literally public enemy number one back in 2015 and all that stuff, or in 2016, whatever. But
now he's happy-go-lucky with Kojima.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Again, Jeff Keighley is a tool for the system, so he's definitely not going to call him out. If anything, it's going to be someone there, for example, I saw Robbie Damon posted on Twitter, for example, right, that he was not happy with that, right? Someone there is going to be very close to them or something, and they're going to talk about it, and they're going to be like, or you could just be like Microsoft and kill company or something like that. You know what I mean? They're going to mention something to make fun of them. That's going to make us laugh, clap, and yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. The ha ha he he.
Person's weekend.
Mhm.
I doubt that will happen. Me, person.
I mean, that's fine.
I don't know. I feel like Game Awards lately has been.
Oh, yeah,
I hate to put it this way, but it's it just feels like the Game Awards have been so much more driven to pleasing companies nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Keighley, for example, Jeff Keighley, he would call out almost everything, and nowadays he's just so we got this award. This game award goes to best game featuring your dad. Showering with your dad.
Showering with your dad.
All right, now please look at my my Air Jordans while I wear
Air
this shoe.
Jordans?
Dude, I don't know, man.
Bro, he
played
wasn't even wearing
3,000
Jordans
ads.
last.
Okay, but look, it's a joke.
It's a joke. Man. That man just be wearing that man dresses like he's going to a church, and then but then he's got the shoes like he's going to a basketball game. Well, my point is that I don't think these actions by Microsoft are going to get called out, and at least not by anyone official. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a new Matan Evan, who
Oh my god!
walks by the developers. All right, and he just says, I don't know. Bill Clinton says Microsoft sucks. Boom, done. You know. But I doubt it's ever going to come from any of these celebrities.
It's not gonna come from an official thing. I think it's just gonna come from like some like how what's it called? How Christopher Judge randomly just came up and just started and just roasted Call of Duty games. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
like
crazy.
That. Like maybe, but I also doubt it. Because at least with like, who cares about working at EA? And let's be real, EA, Activision, who really cares? All right. First of all, these companies' reputations are so far below the ground. All right, call it bad. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much farther you can go.
Also, look, I'm just saying, right? I'm pretty sure these companies have money, but they don't have Microsoft money. And you know what Microsoft money looks like? It's looking like Boeing money. So I'm just saying, bro, like if you say something bad about Microsoft, the next thing you know,
don't whistle blow. Don't whistle blow.
The next thing you know, all of a sudden this mysterious incident happens. Like, oh, like yo, hold on, what happened here, bro? They mysteriously died in good health too. Like they were pretty fine. You can't trust them.
Sorry, Jacob. I don't. It was nice.
Microsoft got their own ninjas.
No.
It was nice being your friend. I really enjoyed this whole podcast thing, but it seems
it's time for me to go.
Like you're not going to be around me much longer.
I passed the podcast down to VieuxCrouton. He'll take over if something happens.
Let's go. What?
But essentially, yeah. So at the end of the day, regardless of the case, we're on the fuck Microsoft train. Oh, and we didn't even get to mention the whole thing of Microsoft. Like they released a statement regarding the whole situation. But it was the biggest nothing answer.
Oh yeah, that girl, right on stage. And
I think she's the head of Xbox.
We
or something.
love games out here.
Yeah, like giving the biggest nothing answer. It's like what? Like okay, like you said your thing, and it's like no. It's like you didn't answer the question. You're just avoiding everything. It's like how Nintendo's like, yo, so what do you think of the Switch? It's like, oh, we have great games on the Nintendo Switch. And it's like
this is literally the president of Xbox. Come on.
Exactly. It's like pretty much like they pretty much did what any like company does and that stuff. Like just give the biggest nothing answer. Doesn't surprise me pretty much. It is what it is and everything. But anyways, fuck Microsoft.
Before we wrap it up, I don't even know why Microsoft had such a good reputation. Like, sure, Phil Spencer, he's cool, right? We love the games and all that stuff. But, like, I've never seen from this company, like, something that was, nice from them. Like, in terms of just, giving back to the gamers, like he said.
I mean, a lot of their goodwill came from Game Pass.
Game Pass, like, allowing games on other systems. The crossplay.
The crossplay.
That was the biggest one.
Releasing,
like that's really it. There's just Game Pass. Like you got Game Pass, sure, but
it's
most
because
of the things on Game Pass are not even that interesting.
They were lenient at the time. They were like fair. The thing is, Game Pass right now is failing.
Promoting, like, remember that whole point where like Sony was like, "Oh, no crossplay," and Microsoft was out here making ads with Nintendo. Like, oh look, we got crossplay. You can play with your friends on the Switch. You can like they had a lot of good things. That's why they had good will. It wasn't just Game Pass. It was all these other things that, I mean, let's be real here, should have existed for a long time, but developers are stupid. That's why even now they're still stupid. Like it's affecting Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, how there's no crossplay and not even local multiplayer because these companies don't want the game to have stuff like that, right? Things like that. Like these companies are just trying so hard to negatively impact their developers. They're trying so hard to make sure that their developers just not they just make sure that they don't release good games or they just shut them down completely. And I have no idea why, right? Obviously Microsoft, yeah, like you could say they built up their good rep from a lot of small things. But those small things were no, but hold on.
Just
These small things were I wouldn't say they were necessarily like 100% like whatever stuff, because the crossplay, for example, Microsoft pushing crossplay as hard as they did is the reason why a lot of games do have it, or at least it's why there's the option.
Yeah, it's thanks to them.
I don't know what's going on with Sparking Zero. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Sparking Zero, but for the most part, it was thanks to Microsoft that a lot of these changes happened. So they built up that goodwill. And it's just now where
they're ruining that.
They're ruining it. They bought, for example, Bethesda, right? Like the whole all of Doom. They had Doom. They had all of Doom. They're like, oh, we're gonna put out Doom for every console. We don't want to keep games exclusive. We're just gonna have them like limited time exclusive for a little bit, and then boom, the floodgates, whatever. But now it's like, okay, well, these smaller devs, they've run their usefulness. We've run the hype train with them, okay. And now it's time to shut them down. That's probably like the mindset, and it sucks too. And like we mentioned Phil Spencer, but I mean, who's to say it's really his fault? And I don't think I think Phil Spencer, at least thanks to like some research I've done here and there, I don't think he's the one at fault, but because he's the face,
obviously,
he's gonna take everything.
He's the face. He's gonna take the full brunt of it. I feel really bad for the upcoming wave that's gonna hit him, because I don't think it's his fault, but
I don't think it's entirely his fault. I feel like he might have. I think he might have a hand in it, right? But I'm still gonna criticize Xbox and everything on what they've done and everything.
Exactly.
But the thing with Microsoft, yeah, they did have good faith, like you mentioned, crossplay. They also had like the availability of these games outside of just Xbox. Backwards compatibility as well, with in their systems, right? Like something huge. And not only that, they were a really big advocate for that, like when it came to like game preservation, which they also did ruin eventually. I think they're shutting down the Xbox 360 marketplace and all that stuff. So they're that's another thing that they're ruining. They basically became public enemy.
What the fuck are they doing?
They basically became public enemy number one, essentially.
They're digging up their own grave,
pretty much. And it is what it is. Like, hey, you want to dig your grave? Do it, bro. Become the arrogant motherfuckers you are. But if Microsoft goes down, they reap what they sow, right? Exactly. But I think we got our points across about how pissed we are with Microsoft and how they're like probably one of the worst game companies of this year. But let's move on to some nicer news, right? So some nice news and everything. So we have ourselves Nintendo over here, right? So this came from Nintendo Japan. So they tweeted out in Japanese first, and eventually they tweeted out in English. But we finally have the confirmation of the next Nintendo console. We've known that it was coming, but it's nice to see confirmation. It's coming. Its announcement is somewhere in this fiscal year. So in between March of 2024 to March of 2025, we'll finally get the announcement of whatever the heck this new Nintendo console is. So for the time being, we're going to be calling it the Switch 2. And honestly,
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm not adding no Electric Boogaloo into the name. But it's kind of crazy as well.
But it's funny.
For you, anyway, but basically, it's just crazy how we look back on this, right? And I still remember like the hype train that was getting hyped for like the Switch before it became the Switch, where we just knew it as the NX, Project NX or Codename NX and everything. We're basically back on here, except without a code name, so we're just calling it the Switch 2. But not only that, they did also announce a Direct as well. So we're going to be getting a Nintendo Direct on June. Nothing related to Switch 2. It's just mainly going to cover the games that are going to be coming out in the later half of 2024, which, as we all know, Nintendo has like no games past the first half of this year. So it was about time that they finally showed that off. And I'm gonna be real with you, I think the reason why all this stuff was announced right now was because of that. Because this was during their fiscal meeting, their annual fiscal meeting that they have, and they needed to talk to something. They needed to tell these shareholders what's going on. Because I'm sorry, like if you're a shareholder, like from what I've seen from these people, all they care about is money, right? And when they see that you're not like announcing anything, they're gonna be like, "Where's my money going to?" These people are so frail, by the way. So that's probably why Nintendo came out and already announced a Direct like 1 month in advance, because they needed to let them know that, hey, we are gonna show stuff. Just hold out for a minute. And it's like, yes, we have the new Nintendo console. We are working on it. So we yeah, true. But yeah, like. So we finally got the Switch 2, which we are going to talk about the specs, just not right now. And we are getting a Direct, and I want to know what you guys think right now so far.
Well, conveniently, this Direct happens to should be at the same time as the Summer Games Fest, so that's going to be a hell of an event.
Well, I mean, Nintendo's never really crossed over with that stuff.
Yeah, they never
Well,
have.
They still showed their stuff during that time.
No, I mean, they never. They show their stuff, but they don't do anything for Summer Games Fest. They usually like to have like their own thing in the same month, but it's usually like it's either at the end of June or back when it was like E3 season. It'll be like mid June, but I don't know if they will have anything at Jeff stuff. But as of right now, it seems to be that they're just gonna do their own thing again. Because at the end of the day, it works for them. They don't need to be part of a show. People are gonna watch anyways. Nintendo Direct. Next thing you know, 100K people just joined the stream. You know what I mean? But
I love the summer snooze rest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like last year's was pretty decent.
I don't know. I get bored, bro.
It depends on the announcements. Since it's like a what's it called? It's not focused on one company. It's like showing off multiple. So it makes sense. But essentially, yeah. Going back to the Switch 2 and the new and the Direct stuff. Anything else anyone want to say before we like talk about like leaked specs?
Well, finally, because I got tired of all these leaks about the Nintendo Switch Pro. Finally, am I right, fellas?
The Switch Pro, and apparently, like those were still legit. It's just that it never happened because they said, you know what, screw that. Let's just make an OLED device.
I wouldn't say for the best, but you know, just going from the Switch Pro to the Switch 2, hell yeah, hell yeah,
hell yeah. Wait a minute, but essentially, the Switch 2 was finally revealed. I'm so happy, but like we need to talk about as well the supposed leaked specs that are coming out. Essentially, this has been going around and everything, so we apparently have a list here of what apparently companies are getting, which I'm going to be showing you guys right now. So this kind of like gives us the general roundabout here. So what you're seeing here, right, is supposedly like the power that it has to have. And all you gotta know is that when this is apparently in handheld mode, like when you're just walking around with this thing, you know, you take it downstairs, you take it on a flight, you take it to the club.
Yeah, get some bitches with
but basically, the handheld version, when you're playing it handheld, is apparently going to be above PS4. So this basically means that it's going to be more powerful than a base PS4. But this is before DLSS is applied and everything. With DLSS, we don't know how much stronger the system's going to be. So
I don't know what that means.
I got you, bro. I will give you the exact meaning right here. DLSS. It's basically it's a what's it called, an acronym for Deep Learning Super Sampling. It's NVIDIA's what's it called,
that
AI. Yeah, it's NVIDIA's AI.
It's basically the upscaling thing where they use it to upscale.
Yeah, AI upscaling.
To put games they make games out of lower resolution to give you more FPS.
Yeah, like games are lower. Yeah, basically lower resolution for more frame rate and everything. So again, this is before DLSS. So without DLSS, this thing will be as powerful as pretty much above a PS4. So it's already stronger than a PS4. Again, like with the way this console generation has been going, like I don't see it as a big leap when it comes to like comparing it to PS4 and PS5 graphically. It's mainly lighting, ray tracing,
I love ray tracing. Woo!
Yeah.
Jonathan here loves talking about ray tracing. Tell us something about ray tracing.
Jonathan, tell us about ray tracing, bro.
Well, now that I actually have a PC setup and a 4090,
yo, he's a ray
tracing.
tracing. It is true, bro.
Ray tracing is pretty nice. Not gonna lie.
Bro, but basically,
it's pretty nice.
But yeah, basically, no, it's it basically what's it called? Like that's pretty much all it pretty much has. Like it's just more power, like to make and to be faster loading and everything. That's pretty much like from what I've seen so far. Like graphics and everything for me, like graphically, it seems like we've reached that cap in my opinion as of right now. Like I think at this point we just need to like just take advantage of the hardware and make unique experiences and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, but with going back to the Switch with the DLSS and everything, it will just allow games to run at a higher frame and everything. But again, without the DLSS, it's going to be right above a PS4. I think we'll be able to use the DLSS on handheld only, but the thing is that I'm pretty sure it's going to drain more power. So I feel like that's something you'd use at like home. You'd be laying down in bed, just connect the USB-C charger and everything. And you're just laying down in bed and continue to play and everything,
So the right way to play.
Yes. But docked, right? So docked, apparently, here's the crazy thing about it so far. That this is going to be, on docked mode, it's going to be stronger than the PS4 Pro. So that's already the big thing. It's like people are like saying, it's probably going to be on par with a PS4. That was the leaks before. No, we're talking about a system that's more powerful than the PS4 Pro, but it doesn't reach the PS5. But it's right there. Right? It's right there. So it's like, it's in between the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Series S. Again, this is before DLSS. And with more modern hardware than the former. So that's already a big thing for Nintendo that they have up against the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Series S. They're using modern hardware in it. Right?
Good.
So, also, by the way, I'm just letting you know, I'm only getting out the general stuff, right? Like, there's more technical aspects of it, but we're only getting the stuff that we care about here, that everyone here needs to know about, okay? So, yeah, so going back to this here, so docked, it's going to be somewhere in power, stronger than a PS4 Pro, weaker than the Xbox Series S. Now, the RAM, right? Everyone needs to know the RAM. So I think the Switch has how many gigs of RAM? Like 4?
It has 4, yeah.
Like it was 4
2.
gigs. Huh? Damn, no wonder that shit's slow.
But
it's 2 megabytes.
The regular Switch
Hell
has
no.
4 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, like it's only 4 gigs, which is why your Switch games are slow. Like when you compare the Switch game to like a PS4 game, right? Like the PS4 was 8 gigs of RAM, right? And now with the PS5, it's 16 gigs of RAM. So when you just play something that's on 16 gigs of RAM, seeing it load extremely quickly, and then you go to the Switch and it's like at 4 gigs of RAM, and you just see that this thing takes like 20 seconds to load. Yeah, it's night and day now. Like
big difference.
A huge difference.
Wham.
Now, yes, but now with 12 gigs of RAM, it's not exactly 16, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
The leak didn't mention anything about whether it's using SSDs or the micro SD cards again. If it's using micro SD cards, I mean, I guess that's fine, whatever. But I'd rather them use SSDs because SSDs are just way quicker and would even allow games to load up even quicker. And you'd be able to like download things faster, move things quicker. It won't take like 5 years for like you to download 3 games from your external SSD to the internal SSD, that kind of stuff.
Bro, people have been saying this for years, but Nintendo, whenever they take a step forward, they always take 2 steps back, bro. I don't know what the hell they're doing, bro.
Exactly.
Sounds like Capcom.
True. But essentially, so going back to the RAM thing, right? Like, so I know it's apparently 12 gigs of RAM, right? I know there's more specifications on it, right? But to basically keep it brief, yes, the RAM, it is slower than a PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, right? So that is the drawback, right? However, the RAM has more capacity than the Xbox Series S. Now, I guess the TLDR of that's like, when you're up, like the RAM on my PC, for example, right? It's like the read speeds and everything, right? Yeah, sure, it'll say DDR, for example, DDR5, but then there's different read speeds. There's
DDR.
true, but like there's slow read speeds and high read speeds, and like basically it could just say DDR5, but just don't get confused and be like, oh yeah, DDR5, boom, grab it. Then next thing you know, oh wait, why is my thing not fast? Because you didn't buy the fastest one.
You gotta look at the read speeds, bro.
Exactly. You also gotta look at the read speeds. So basically, all you gotta know is that it's slow. Like the RAM speed is slower than the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, but compared to the Xbox Series S, it has more capacity. And when it comes to the games, even though it says like, oh yeah, it's 12 gigs of RAM, you obviously know they're not using all 12 gigs, obviously, right? And most for like every game, it should be about like 10.5 to 11 gigs of RAM for the games and everything. The same applies to the PS5. The PS5 is not using all 16 gigs of RAM. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, so all you gotta know is, and then the other thing you gotta know about storage, UFS 3.1's max speed should be a hair under the Xbox Series X and S. So
damn, the Xbox Series S is really getting outcasted.
Yeah. It's basically, well, here's the thing. It's still like the storage speeds are slightly better on Xbox Series X and S than the Nintendo Switch 2s, but the thing is that it's like they said, like a hair under. It's kind of like right there, pretty much. So there's not really that big of a difference, but it's just like right there. Regardless of the case, that's still really good. You know what I mean? Because that means it's compared to that. Just know that we're most likely no longer to have super slow loading times like we did on the Switch, guys. So that is already a 10 out of 10, and these are coming from like apparently like shipments that are already getting out to like developers and everything, like from leaks and all stuff. So the thing is, this is looking like to be legit. We've been hearing about these like before, but we didn't have like the confirmation they were already being sent out to like mass developers. Now we're seeing a lot of them being sent out, and this is what's apparently coming out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this sounds like the Switch, like Nintendo is back, and they're like, all right, we're gonna kick some ass. We're still gonna be underpowered, but not by a long shot. Because that was the problem with the Switch. When the Switch came out, it was still underpowered, dude. Like it was horrible, and it's like, and like that's why certain games weren't able to come on the Switch and everything. But no, Nintendo's not playing around, bro. They're bringing out the big guns, bro. They brought out the what's it called, the big motherfucker from Doom, bro. They're like, we gotta do this shit, bro.
The BFG.
The BFG.
Yeah, but the Switch 2 are gonna come out, and we're still gonna have the same damn light and dark themes.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh my god.
I would be so pissed if Nintendo releases the Switch 2 and we only have a dark theme and a light theme.
Yeah, let me customize my theme, bro, please.
PTSD from the first Switch. Only two themes.
So hard to make them
for 7 years.
True.
No extra themes. Oh my god.
But or the other thing is that like they do something like with what's it called, like what PS5 has, right? Where PS5 doesn't have themes, just has like unique like backgrounds depending on the game you're highlighting.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too.
Literally take that.
But we'll have to see exactly what they're doing.
I don't understand why I still don't understand why the 3DS is their best system.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they actually have customizable themes and shit for their consoles. But now it's dead. Thanks, Nintendo.
True. But essentially, right, other than that, like, besides, like, I guess having themes, right, we all want themes. The other things, I guess I would say, obviously I want a more
milk.
True, huh? I want I guess a slightly better UI, right? Like, you know, more pizzazzy and everything. Like the simple one is fine, but I don't know. I just want something to stick out a little bit more, like the Wii U and everything. But not like the Wii U. You know,
that was one thing. Yeah, that was one thing that Nintendo made that was really good. Their UIs were just so filled with life. It felt great. It was a joy to go through.
Yeah, like I want like a unique UI. A better way to add friends. Like I hate this dog doo-doo friend code sharing thing, bro. Like I hate it. Like
Miiverse 2.
No, like
No,
bro,
please.
you just don't
Miiverse is
understand.
awesome.
You just don't understand, okay? All this dread we feel from the original Switch was
Bird.
Metroid Dread.
to promote Metroid Dread. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
yeah. So there's that, and music on the eShop. Let's go, baby. We need that as well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know they had one for the Switch, but they got rid of it, right?
Yep, I heard about it.
Oh, cringe.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's so fucked.
But yeah, like I'm very simple to please, right? Obviously, we want these games to be stronger. We want like we don't want Monolith Soft to suffer. Yeah, that's right. I don't want Monolith Soft to suffer. That's all I care about. I want Monolith Soft to make some bangers with amazing hardware, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, Monolith Soft right now, they saw the Switch 2 and the specs, and they're like, "Oh, we gonna be cooking today, boys."
Well, don't worry, Jacob, because they are not owned by Microsoft, so therefore
Yeah,
we'll be fine.
But yeah, no, like
In order to make, I'm telling you, I'm just like, I just saw a big fan of Nintendo. They really want to win my heart over. I need Samus and Fortnite. Okay, and that's the only way I'm ever gonna be
Oh
happy.
my
but
god.
I feel like they're still gonna be stingy with that.
Yeah, right?
Bro,
Everyone's
they're
stingy.
super stingy with their IPs,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
But
there's
They
no
gotta be a
way
lot
that's
more
happening.
lax. I need them to be a little more lax. Like, oh my goodness. How
that's-
really-
Nintendo being lax?
it's not
That's
gonna
crazy.
happen. Like, I mean, the thing with Japanese companies, they're not lax, bro. Like, they're very protective of certain
No,
things.
but at the very, you know what? I'm gonna save that for a future video.
No,
Understandable,
fuck Sabs, bro.
understandable. But essentially, no.
I don't care about Samus in Fortnite. All I want is Numa to be in Fortnite. Let's go. Xenoblade Rems, that would go hard as fuck.
This
I
is the
want
Monato's power.
Wamba or whatever his name.
Wamba?
They should add Shulk.
It's
He's already.
time.
They should add Shulk. He's already used to getting shot. Anyways,
Yeah, huh?
Damn.
Wow. Okay,
Sir,
bro.
can you explain? Anyways, so basically, in terms of games being announced, like there's not much to say, but there's one thing I want to mention. I think it might be announced beforehand, right? Like, we're gonna finally see it beforehand.
Metroid Prime 4.
I think Metroid Prime 4 is literally going to be a dual launch for the Switch, and then whatever the heck the Switch 2 is. I think they're going to pull a Breath of the Wild for Metroid Prime 4.
That would make sense.
Like, because, like, dude, I'm sorry, it's like, with the way things have been going on, like, I just remember when I saw that game announced, damn, it's been so long, back when, like, we were still in the first year of the Switch. I thought it was cool. It sucked that it was just a logo, but I'm like, I'm glad they're working on it. But for me, when I saw that it was just a logo, I'm like, it's going to be late into the Switch's lifespan, isn't it? Now we're here, and I don't think it's going to be late anymore. I think it's literally just going to, like, be both the Switch
7
and
long years.
yeah, no, bro, it's ridiculous. Like, the thing is, I guess with the way gaming has become, like, to avoid things getting leaked early and everything, they're just announcing these games. Like, for example, Kingdom Hearts 4, it's been 2 years since we've seen a trailer for that. I still can't believe it's already been 2 years. But the reason why they announced it now, according to Nomura, is because he didn't want the game getting leaked. Which I guess just shows the sad state of how things are, that things are just easily able to get leaked nowadays. Welcome to the modern era.
Look,
Who
if
can
you're a
you
popular
trust?
company and
True.
you're working on a game, your game is guaranteed to get leaked.
Exactly.
Bro, literally,
Yeah.
they leaked something for GTA 6. That's how easily this can happen.
Exactly. So I think Metroid Prime 4 is definitely going to be like a major game for the Switch 2. I also think Pokemon Legends ZA will also have like a Switch 2 version. Again, I could be wrong, and maybe it is just Switch only. And the whole rumor as well, also by the way, is that I didn't mention this, but yeah, the Switch 2 is rumored to have backwards compatibility, so you'll be able to play all your Switch games on the Switch 2. So there's that. So that means so you can add a funny app to your Switch that starts with the letter H, right? And H, and it says channel on it, right? And you know, so you add that to your Switch, right? And you can do some crazy, funny things to it, right? Like all of a sudden, oh look, I have Smash Brothers. All right, let me play as I don't know, Steve. Wait, Goku? You know what I mean?
Goku.
Yeah, but you know, But anyways, yeah. So it does have apparently like backwards compatibility and all that stuff, which is cool. Like I'm definitely happy with that.
Yeah, before we get back into the launch lineup and stuff, for me, when it comes to like the specs, I know it's gonna sound stupid, but I don't really care all that much about them as long as the games run smoothly. Which is, I know it's gonna be really stupid to say, but for example,
I was gonna say I want more power, just more power for Monolith Soft. That's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. But like for example, I feel like bigger studios. That's like a topic for a whole other day, by the way. But like they're just putting in too much power. They're putting in way too much effort to make things look way too fucking good. And in the end, like that thing's gonna just, I don't know. In 5 years, it's gonna look outdated.
Or you get like a Mortal Kombat 1 on Switch where it looks it was outdated right out the box.
We do not talk about Arcane 1 on Switch.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Like it's gonna be easier for third-party developers to make games for Switch and actually make people actually consider, like, because back then it was literally like, okay, buy a PlayStation for your third-party games and Nintendo for the first party. You know, bro, like now if that's the case, right, and you're able to run the games well and you look at the comparisons and they look good, you can literally just play both. Like, it's like, all right, I'll just buy my games on the Switch too, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, I mean, let's be honest. The Switch, obviously, garbage console, right? Like, it doesn't run all that well. But Nintendo's always manages to make their games look good and just run well. I mean, sure, Breath of the Wild, it's not 60 FPS, and it has, like, some, you know? But,
True.
like they still run well and they still look good compared to, you know, whatever the other guys are doing up there.
Yeah.
You don't feel there is a way to play.
All right, but what if I
okay, but that's not what I mean.
But wait, what if I tell you look good?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway,
you too.
Yeah. But yeah, so what were you gonna say? I'm sorry about
that. For who?
You? That you were gonna say something. I felt like I interrupted you.
Oh no, I mean it's really just it. Like I don't really care much about the power because like Nintendo always manages to make their games look good. And right now, by the way, this entire time I was playing Princess Peach Showtime, which by the way is not that great of a game. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotta skip on.
Yeah, don't play it. It's not that great. But for Princess Peach Showtime, it runs at 30. Sometimes it drops down to like 15. It looks like shit. But
okay,
in terms of resolution, how the game looks, it looks good. Like it actually looks really good. It's just the frame rate that's taking a huge hit.
Frame rate matters, bro.
Mm-hmm,
no, that's all I care about. I just want my games to run smoothly. And just Baba Booey, you know.
Exactly. Like
so this is funny little emulator that you can.
Hey,
hey, okay. Well, the Nintendo Ninjas.
Nintendo Ninjas. This guy right here. But like, I'm not gonna talk about a lineup really because it's really hard to talk about a lineup. I just hope that like we did get a lot of like IPs here that did well. Like we have the best-selling Fire Emblem game on the Switch. We have the best-selling Xenoblade game on the Switch. We have the best-selling Metroid game on the Switch. The best-selling Zelda game on the Switch. There's a lot of best-sellers on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And I hope that we get to continue to see that. Also, I think the best-selling Kirby game, too, on the Switch. But I want to see that as well on the Switch, too. And I want to also see this for, like, new IPs. You know, like, I want to see... Or new or returning IPs, right? So I want to see the return of, like, stuff like, for example, Kid Icarus. I don't know why there wasn't a Kid Icarus game on Switch. It was only...
Hell yeah.
Like apparently it didn't sell as crazy amounts or something that Nintendo expected, but like I still think it did well. Like I think it was like 1 million or 2 million. I forgot how much it sold, but it was still really good. Apparently, like the sales weren't as like high that Nintendo expected or something. I don't know.
Oh, bro, with the Switch, you have a fucking Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah,
no pun on the restaurant.
What if the Cheesecake Factory's mid? Anyways.
No, that's not what I meant.
I
Okay.
know.
You have a chocolate lava cake factory. Okay.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
there we
those
go.
things are busting.
Trademark
Uh,
avoid.
but basically, like, you just put anything on Switch, it will sell. Even that Subnautica game, whatever the fuck they released that no one
What was
cares
it?
about.
That Endless Ocean.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Nobody cares about that game, but I'm pretty sure it's still sold somewhat,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's not always the case, but then you just reminded me of, what's it called? How Scarlet and Violet is like the top 3 best-selling Pokemon games of all time, and right above it is Sword and Shield is the second best-selling Pokemon game. Yeah, and like people, and I think Sword and Shield is like one of the biggest piece of dog shits out there.
Like a bit big.
Yeah, like it's off, but yeah, like I mean, people do buy it, like the Switch effect, I guess. It doesn't always work out in the case. Like, I mean, well, no, I can't say it because I was also gonna say Fire Emblem Engage, but Fire Emblem Engage still sold really well, like 1.68 million, and that's only that we know of since 2023. It could have increased. It still sold a lot, you know, like that's still a lot of like a huge number for like a strategy RPG, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, I mean, no, you're right about that. Like, you literally like you just release anything on the Switch, and yeah, so long as you have good advertising as well. Because I think like for example, Advance Wars, like it didn't sell 1 million. Like I didn't even hear Nintendo talk about it.
Well, yeah, but in all fairness, that wasn't. I mean, it wasn't
Nintendo's fault.
the
Yeah,
game's fault. Yeah, it was Nintendo's fault.
there was
Delaying the game for like
a current world event that happened.
Yeah, that really ruined
Whoopsie.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Me when I predict the future.
I can see that you're Shulk.
Shulk.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so essentially, like I feel like it's hard to predict. Like we just basically just talk about IPs that we want to see come back. Like I mentioned, Kid Icarus. I already know what SabdierZ is most likely, but like there's tons of IPs that like Nintendo can return. I don't know if you guys want to like mention any that can return. Or
Well,
like
we talked about it earlier. Well, you know what? Seb should go first.
I already know what he wants back.
Yeah. But he has to say it, you know.
Fortnite 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
Fortnite 2.
Want to talk? Maybe he's away.
But yeah,
But
it's you know Golden Sun's in one of them. You know.
yeah. For me, I don't really know. Like the main one has to be Kid Icarus, right?
I mean, for me personally, I mean that would be awesome. Yeah. Like,
I mean, I would love a Kid Icarus game, but if I saw Golden Sun Bravi, you know what I mean? I go crazy, bro. I'm so
he will be Nintendo's #1 bootlicker, bro.
Bro, like true. Not because like last game ended on a cliffhanger, but I'm still pissed, dog. It's been like a decade.
True.
Give me content. Give me content.
Exactly, like, bro. Some people here are still waiting for stuff like for the other games like to see the light of day. You know what I mean? Golden Sun fans. How about the you know Operation Rainfall? We've talked about the games, Pandora's Tower and the last story that they're only stuck on Wii. Why can't they get another chance? F-Zero. I mean, F-Zero technically came back, but still, I want a new F-Zero game.
No, you know what? I got it. You know what I want?
Game?
Which one?
The game with like this character whose name is Amamiya.
Sin and Punishment. I think it's almost Sin and Punishment.
Yeah, Sin and Punishment.
That'd be a good one too. That'd be a really good one. I want them to. I really think that they should take this opportunity to breathe life into a lot of their older series. Okay, like you mentioned, Sin and Punishment. That's one example. Hear me out. They want to give Zelda this brand new fresh air. All right, with like this open world thing. They want to do different things with the Zelda series. Classic Zelda, bro, turn it to the Mysterious Murasame Castle, bro. Give my man the samurai, like it would work too. Open world samurai game. You gotta, semi open world samurai game or like level structures. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be sick. For me, I thought the Switch was a perfect opportunity to bring back franchises that have like, because like even like the least popular franchises will get fans. You'll get people, right?
The only one I don't think that really applied to was Famicom Detective Club, and even then, it's a visual novel. One, and two, they didn't really advertise it all too much.
They didn't advertise it.
Like a Nintendo Direct.
And that was it. And I don't even think it got a physical version. It was just digital only, and that's it. So like they basically shot themselves in the foot there.
Exactly. So I think new console, bruh, just make. Man, I'm fumbling on my words here. Just revitalize these older franchises, because now now is the perfect time to do so. Nintendo has so many more eyes on them than ever before, I feel. Obviously, besides the olden days, where now you could just make like a small budgeted title for a franchise that didn't get much popularity. You give it good enough advertising, and hey, there you go. We gave more franchises another chance. Look, man, I'm just saying Golden Sun was like the highlight of that E3, but they decided to release it by the end of the DS's lifespan, bro. I'm still paying.
But you are right though. The Switch was like the perfect time to pretty much bring in new IPs, or like to expand upon them. Like Fire Emblem killed it, Zelda killed it, Xenoblade killed it, Kirby killed it, Metroid killed it. There was like so many bangers released for these series and everything like that. But
really, like even now, like it sucks that it is what it is, but like even like F-Zero 99 was something nice for the series. Like it hasn't gotten anything in so long, and I mean the Battle Royale racing game actually did pretty well for it.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying, like it shows, hey, people still want these other series, dog. Why was the Wii U gamepad as Star Fox Zero linked, bro? That killed the game.
Yeah, bring us another Star Fox. Try again, like without Miyamoto, please.
Miyamoto, get rid of him.
Like, don't
get
have
this guy out of here.
Mr. Electric, send him to the.
Like he did so much, but as of right now, he's weighing.
Like, I think he
down.
he should just stay as what he is now, where he just like, I guess, like he doesn't really do anything. He just kind of like gives advice. That's pretty much what he does now. He probably does Pikmin 4, I guess.
Please,
but so
please,
Pikmin.
Star Fox, bro. Please, bro. Just give me another assault, like Star Fox Assault game, please, bro. Like with the full orchestra and everything.
Yeah, and let's get even crazier. Pokemon Conquest 2, right, guys? Pokemon Conquest 2 is going to be a big. All right, what's another one? Kirby Warriors is going to happen.
Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah.
So Splatoon 4 for Switch 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a given at this point.
That's expected. I'm looking for crazy stuff.
You know what? Fire Emblem Arc System Works fighting game. There we go. That's crazy.
Kid Icarus Warriors, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, Jacob.
Oh
that's
God.
as real as that Persona fighting game you were trying to dream up, bro.
I'm going to unalive myself because YouTube does not allow other terms.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Captain Falcon third person shooter, bro. There you go. He's a bounty hunter, bro. He got a Glock on a Rari. Let him use it.
Action F-Zero game. You just play as Captain Falcon doing combos on
Action 52.
No, shut up.
Yeah. But here I have a list of funny franchises that could be revived, quote unquote.
He's
right?
bringing his.
No. I'm serious.
Fortnite.
Okay. So we've already talked about them, but like Star Fox, F-Zero, right? But Punch Out.
That's another one. Yep.
You see, Punch Out is like the one that I don't know if they're gonna ever make a new one, cause I hate to say it, but it's different times. Like, you know what they should do? No, here we go. What they should do is instead make other protagonists outside of Little Mac. Because I think the fact that Punch Out, is like the whole stereotypes thing, that's part of his charm, but I don't think it's there as like a negative thing. And it stereotypes the entire world. But however, the one not stereotype is Little Mac. That's a little unfair. Let's just go full balloons, you know what I'm saying? Because like that was a little bit of its charm when it came to Punch Out. That's like the one franchise where I'm not even sure they'd ever do another one, or if they do, I fear it'll be pain.
Mhm.
Or at the very least, I guess like they won't lean too hard into the stereotypes, but still have like the bosses be interesting and all that on how you gotta defeat each one of them.
You also reminded me
like,
that.
look at.
What?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
So look at me, right? French guy, right? The first person that you fight in Punch Out is French, and he's the weakest piece of shit that you ever have to fight in the whole damn game. Well, guess what? I take slight offense, but it's still funny.
There we go, Exhibit A. Anyway, so what's it called though? But I also, you just reminded me how like Punch Out. I know Japan is not a big fan of Punch Out and everything. Like they never really care. It's mainly a North America thing. Japan didn't really care about the series too much. Because like I know when Little Mac got into Smash, a lot of Japanese people were kind of like, "Who is this guy?" Or like they didn't care. It was their least favorite character to get in. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is.
But moving on from Punch Out, okay, this is weird. Okay, this is super weird. But hear me out. All right. So you know Rob, the robot operator.
Oh,
What is Blood talking about?
Oh hell no, bro!
Gyromite
Gyromite 2, stack up 2.
Yes,
It's time, bro.
No, hear me out. Okay, so you haven't talked about this, but one of the leaked specs of the Switch, or not really a spec, but more of like a feature, is the fact that the Joy-Cons are magnetic.
That's
So,
true. Apparently, that's true.
Basically, first of all, like I think Rob would have been such a great way to be revived in terms of the like in Nintendo Labo. I know that sounds really silly, but it's true. Think about it a little, you'll see. But here, right, you attach your Joy-Cons magnetically to a new Rob, right? And then that can interact with the TV. You see, like I'm thinking outside. I'm becoming the next Miyamoto. Okay. So
okay. So we're gonna shut down his talk. Anyway, no, I'm kidding.
Bro, you know what?
No.
Remember the I forget what it's called, but the Mario Kart game you could just play at home. You can make your own course and all that.
Yeah.
All right, do that again, but just give us a flying drone and it's Star Fox drone. Just give me Star Fox in real life.
Bro, let me tell you, Abdir,
that would go so hard.
Look, guys,
An
like
R-Wing.
for Spanish speakers who watch this, right? And for those of you who have like a Spanish for the Spanish family, you then watch the Sábado Gigante. Bro, Theo was talking about Rob. I was just thinking about, I don't know, Abdir, I'm pretty sure you remember. I was thinking about the dude that came out with the trumpet while Theo was talking about it. I don't know, you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
Like I was thinking of that while Theo was talking about Rob the Robot. I was literally thinking of that, the trumpet trying to get the guy out, and then the guy going ee, like kicking him out and everything. I'm like, what is this man cooking? I mean, I do want Rob back in some way. I don't know if I want him as a peripheral back, like the whole thing. Like that worked back then for the toy. I mean, it can still work now. People bought cardboard. Nintendo fans bought cardboard.
Yeah, I did that.
I think
Chibi Robo.
I think with Rob, I would really just like him. I would really like it if he just was cameos in like a bunch of just Nintendo games.
Yeah,
for no
like in
reason.
Chibi Robo.
Like Chibi Robo, F-Zero. He was a cameo in GX.
Yeah, or in the Smash stage.
He was well, yeah. That's what the Smash stage is based on. He was playable in Mario Kart DS. Like just put the fella in a bunch of games.
Which, by the way, he should have been the last DLC fighter compared to Peachette. Nobody gives a fuck about that stupid dude.
Oh, that's right, Peachette. We're not gonna talk about that. Peachette.
And my last two IPs that I can talk about are Rhythm Heaven. Right? We need a new Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven fans have been starving, bro. And
you're right, though.
The last one is Wario World and Wario Land. And I'm not talking about WarioWare. I'm talking about Wario World or Land.
I'm talking about where, I'm talking about
basically
Wario how, and Wario why.
Yeah, Wario X and Y, the new Pokemon.
Oh my god, get him off the mic.
But yeah, for Wario World, like we only got one game and it was really good. The only problem was the length. Because it's really short. You can beat it in like 4 hours. 100% complete too.
Mhm.
So where's the next one?
Gone. Reduced to Adam. But you're right though. Like there are a lot of IPs that are there that are just like we kind of want to see them. I mean, I guess with how game development is going, they probably don't. They're not as flexible enough. But I still think Nintendo can do it. Like they're the kings of knowing how to like utilize what they have without going too expensive. Like Nintendo gives themselves like a good budget with these games and everything, and they're able to take advantage of the hardware they're at, and that's how they're able to survive without having like what's it called, like being like super high in technology compared to the PS5 and everything. But now it's gonna go even crazier. But I mean, no, but yeah, I agree.
Actually, one last one. Obviously,
Wow,
my
you
personal
lied.
favorite one. No. But this one is a good one. Obviously, like we're getting the remake for the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, right? Which is pretty cool. Even though it seems as though they're kind of messing it up here in a few places, but a new return to form Mario RPG, whether it's Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi. Not Mario RPG. I'm talking about Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. Okay, we need that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do need another. I guess another Mario RPG because right now, like, we did get a remake of Mario RPG, and we did get a remake, and we are getting a remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, I'm not too sure this is Nintendo kind of trying to test the waters. But as we all know, Alpha Dream is gone, and I doubt they're gonna make another Mario and Luigi. So maybe they're testing the waters to see what people. True. We're trying to. Maybe they're testing the water there to see like, okay, which one should we like work on? Should we do another Mario RPG or should we do another Paper Mario game? You know what I mean? Like, because Paper Mario.
I just want. Sorry, on.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Paper Mario. Like Paper Mario, like abandoned its RPG roots because like, oh no, Mario and Luigi's the only one there now. Like, so let them do the RPG stuff. But now, obviously, with that gone, it's like, who's gonna fill that RPG void? So maybe Intelligent System is gonna get back to that and everything, and like finally make a RPG Paper Mario again. So again, we'll see what happens from here on out. But I think Nintendo right now is testing the waters with the Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario. Me personally, I do hope they continue like with the Mario RPG series and everything. I do like the collaboration that they have with Square Enix with that. So I would like to see them continue that one. But I mean, if Paper Mario is the one that gets it, that's fine too.
Well, for me, oh yeah, no, you keep going because like you talked.
Paper Mario's great and all, but hear me out. Another Bowser's Inside Story remake. That's right. Another Bowser's Inside Story remake.
We just ported the 3DS version. Oh my!
No. Full 3D models. Full 3D models. Give a whole art style, bro. Give me the artwork fully realized, bro. Okay, give me giant Bowser. Okay, give me everything. Give me all of it. I need all of it, bro.
Theo, give me all of it. I don't like the sound of this,
bro. No. I just got the biggest fucking idea. You know how like we're getting like those DS like the ROMs, right? They're putting it on the Switch with the magnetic Joy-Cons, right?
Okay.
What you can do is that you can put the Switch on its side so you can get like a vertical thing, and then you put in like the DS and the 3DS games on there. Oh my god, it's Jover. It's Jover, bro.
This man.
No. I'm cooking.
It would kind of be weird because I don't know the dimensions of the Switch 2. So it's going to look a little weird. Especially since the controller is going to be on that vertical length.
Obviously, it's going to look somewhat weird, but it's an idea. It can go somewhere. That's what they did for that one game on Switch, actually. I forgot the one.
Oh, which one? What they do?
It was like a spaceship flying game, kind of like Toho.
Oh, okay, I get you. I mean, I feel like I've seen it. Yeah, like there's a lot of ideas. I think we've pretty much gotten the point across. That like we just want Nintendo to like bring back some other crazy IPs. Like they've done a good job with the Switch, and we want to see them continue that. And they can easily do it if they don't fuck it up, right? Like going from Wii to Wii U, they clearly fucked up and everything. But then with Wii U to Switch, they brought it back. They were like, all right, we're gonna redeem ourselves. I hope this is not a cycle again where they screw up with the Switch 2 and everyone's like, isn't this just an upgraded Switch? I hope that's not the case. And I just wish Nintendo nothing but the best here. I think with how we've come as a community and like technology, right? Like how far we've come and everything, right? It's like I don't think we're gonna have another Wii U situation. Like, remember, technology at the time was very limited. Social media was very limited. So when the Wii U dropped, it was during a time when like Twitter was still not that crazy huge. And you didn't have many people talking online and everything about the about these systems and everything. It was like still the early 2010s and everything. Like we're in a whole different era now. This is 2024. Like I think the Switch 2 comes out and a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, this is the newest system by Nintendo. So a lot of people are definitely going to know more about the system and everything. But I don't think they're going to screw up, but anything's possible.
Anything can happen.
Exactly. Like, I think right now we're in a good spot. And yeah, like, again, we have basically about 10 months, like approximately 10 months until we see the Switch 2. Again, I'm just saying roughly because we're probably going to see it before then. When, we don't know. But as of right now, I'm glad to see that they finally announced it. These leaked specs supposedly are looking nice, and I can't wait to see more of it. And the other thing I will say is, like, so far, like, we'll just wait and we'll get ready for the June Direct, right? Like, I hope nothing but the best for the June Direct. I don't even want to make predictions for that because, like, it's really hard, especially now when I don't know what the hell Nintendo's cooking.
Yeah.
So I'm just not going to, like, even bother giving my predictions and everything. I just hope that whatever's announced in the Direct is great, and I can't wait for the Switch 2. It's pretty simple.
And, so
Yep, pretty much on the same boat.
Done?
Oh, I was waiting to see if you want to say, like, you agree with me or you want to say something else.
Yeah. Like, it's really hard to predict what Nintendo's going to be doing, really. Obviously, but especially since going from the Wii U to the Switch era, it was a really weird time, but it brought so much hype, and if they do it again, I'm sure we're in for a good treat.
No, agreed. I definitely agree. Like, I just hope that for me personally, since I'm not I'm not a huge Mario guy, right? I'm not a huge Mario fan and everything. Like,
Unfortunately,
like a lot of the direct stuff weren't like hyping me up. I thought it was really cool to see Mario Wonder, but I wasn't like super hyped. I think maybe the closest I was hyped to was Super Mario RPG. That's also mainly comes from my Mario Bros. Z benching and everything like that. I bench watch all that. But other than that, like I wasn't like going crazy hype. So since I'm not a crazy Mario fan, I wasn't getting like super hyped up since it was mostly just that. So I was hoping for like different things, but I kind of expected that because I'm not expecting a bunch of RPGs, like from Nintendo, like Fire Emblem and Xenoblade at this point in time because we're almost there to the new system. So a lot of the stuff that would get me hyped as of right now are kind of just like they're just like in standby at the moment. I just hope that I don't see the last game just being Mario. I'll accept Mario Wonder DLC, but no, I won't like be like, all right, Mario here, Mario there, like more Mario.
bro, this shit gonna go crazy. I love Mario. Give me more.
Look at this.
And then the Nintendo fans are gonna say, "Oh, we want more Mario games. We're in the Mario games."
Nintendo forgot all about hype.
I hate you, bro. But I get
the dumbass.
we're not gonna talk about that, but I think that pretty much just wraps it up.
Yeah, but one last thing before I go, guys. Remember, with a new Switch cycle, that means we get a new Smash. And with AI, this shit's gonna go crazy with the leaks, bro.
yeah.
Oh, the leaks
AI.
are gonna
Please
go
don't.
crazy.
You know,
Oh,
we'll
man.
cross that bridge when the time comes. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's. I rather we don't. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps it up. Bringing it back to the good old classic podcast time limits of 2 hours. You love to see it. Let's shoot for
Yeah,
3.
baby.
Let's shoot
We
for
are
3
so
hours.
fucking back.
We
bro.
are so back, ladies and gentlemen. But that's a wrap on our end. Fellas, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you all for watching today's podcast. While you're here, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I want to say goodbye, all you homies out here. Once again, going from top to bottom. Go ahead and say yourself once again. Shill anything you have that you want to shill out.
Oh, me.
Me.
I keep forgetting the order sometimes. So same old Twitter. But I am gonna start streaming soon. I actually have a PC set up, and everything. So I am gonna start streaming.
Go.
So I don't know what platform to stream or when I'm actually gonna start streaming, but I am gonna start streaming soon. So we making it. We're
understand. If you're focused only on just streaming, I'd say do Twitch.
As much as we hate those guys.
Well, actually, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm gonna start streaming soon. I'll let Jacob know, let everyone know when I'm gonna start, and also follow me on Twitter. I may do some questionable stuff and all that, but
he's keeping it PG. 18
There's
plus.
no
That's all you
PG.
gotta know. Anyways, next.
18 plus, exactly.
18 naked cow.
He's in the showers at Ram Ranch. Anyways,
Yeah.
next.
I'll save mine for last.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Frenchman,
well,
you next.
Me, I got the YouTubes, I got the Twitter, I got the Discord, I got my coffee. You already know. And with that, goodbye.
You got your donut. You got your cupcakes. Wait.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What? Huh?
He didn't even show his channel, bro. Anyways.
That's crazy. Did show his channel. Well,
I said YouTube. Anyways.
Understand.
So, it's episode 31. I haven't been in here for a while.
Oh, he knew the episode number.
If you don't remember, here we go.
Oh no.
We got my YouTube. I've been uploading again every week, Friday at 5 p.m. All right, you should check out my channel. I always hide in Among Us, crewmates in the thumbnail and videos. So be sure to find those. I have more topics to talk about. I'm no longer just a Smash channel. That was literally killing me. I got a Twitter. I got an Instagram. I got a MySpace. I got a Morgana-based OnlyFans that I no longer have access to. I have a manga dex. I have a sorry, Anyways, I have a Game Banana. So look, I have so many things, bro. You can find me almost on anything, except Spicer websites. This is so sad. But you know what? If this video gets 10 likes, chat, I'll upload the entirety of Dragon Ball on funny websites. There we go.
No, Abdir, I'll do you one better. I want you to make a DeviantArt account.
Huh?
I already have one.
Oh, well, there we go. Anyways.
There you go.
Anyways.
Follow this man on DeviantArt.
If you can find. Anyways. This is the same name. But it's...
I don't want to find it.
Understandable. But anyways, it's been me, Septic. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day. And take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.